Now moving towards West Asia, where Israel has been facing mounting pressure to end the war after reaching a hostage and ceasefire deal following the death of Yahya Sinwar. On Thursday, the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken had met Qatari officials, and he's also sought momentum on the ceasefire. On the other hand, world powers are meeting in Paris. They did so on Thursday, aiming to raise at least 500 million euros in urgent humanitarian aid for Lebanon. Here's the report.
In a significant escalation of hostilities, Hezbollah launched dozens of rockets towards northern Israel on Thursday morning. Explosions and air raid sirens were heard over the Naharia town, and 3 people were wounded in the Klil village. In a recent attack on Gaza Strip, the Israeli military said that it had hit a command and control center of Hamas on a school in Gaza's Nusayrat camp on Thursday. At least 16 Palestinians killed and 32 were injured in the attack. Meanwhile, world powers are meeting in Paris, aiming to raise at least 500 million euros in urgent humanitarian aid for Lebanon and push for a ceasefire. French President Emmanuel Macron also reiterated his call for a ceasefire in Lebanon.
In the immediate term, massive aid must be provided to the Lebanese population. The United Nations has launched an appeal for the 426 million euros. France will provide 100 million euros at this conference. The war must end as soon as possible. There must be a ceasefire in Lebanon.
During the meeting, Foreign Policy Chief of European Commission has also announced $60 million to Lebanese army for the next 2 years.
We, the European Union, will give this year 20 million, next year 40 million to the Lebanese army. And from the point of view of humanitarian support, almost 80 million euros will be donated for humanitarian support alone.
On Thursday, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken landed in Qatar and met with Qatari officials who have been key mediators for Hamas.
We talked about options to capitalize on this moment and next steps to move the process forward. And I anticipate that our negotiators will be getting together in the coming days.
This was Blinken's first trip to the country since the death of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, who was the most wanted enemy. Now Washington is hoping Sinwar's death last week can provide an impetus for peace in the region. Aman Kumar Himanshu's report for DD India.